Welcome. My name is Scott Aaron Martell. Welcome to the July 2019 edition of the Swanton Arts Update. I am joined once again by Judy Paxman. How are you, Judy?
Great. Thank you.
Thank you for doing this again. We're going to get to something right away. This is a quote from my late Uncle Hector. It's rather lengthy.
Shocker.
Most vandals use spray paint, but not everyone that uses spray paint is a dirty, low-down punk. Now, I was involved in a very last-minute decision for him to not use that on his tombstone. I thought it was a little lengthy.
Because someone might have spray painted on it. Is that what you're
You're just asking. Okay. You're just asking for trouble. Breaking news, tying this in: Van Joe has been cleared of all recent. There's been some spray painting.
It was not him. It was
not, and he's cleared.
No. And obviously, the people who are spray painting around town don't know about our open art walls. They could actually create some art instead of just tagging things.
We will work with them, like young kids that are bored and want to.
Bored people. Sometimes it's adults who are bored.
Exactly. We'll spray paint together in a legal capacity.
And so some beautiful. Like some people do beautiful work with spray paint. I know Van Joe does, and Scott and John Young, and I mean, like I've done some spray painting stuff that looks even better than the stuff I painted, but that could be because I'm not really good at painting. But the spray paint, it's just another medium to use.
Right. This is from Essex, Michael J. Monahan. The dulcimer made my ears bleed, not soothing, dude.
What are you talking about?
We had. Did you watch our last show?
I participated in it. That was painful enough.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, yeah.
That actually did not work on camera at all. Yeah. I agree. It was the opposite of soothing.
Okay.
We had an arts council meeting last night.
We did. I thought that's why we were here to talk about it.
Always think that.
Well, that's what I was told.
What went on last night? Explain to the folks.
Well, we had 17 people at our meeting, which was cool. We had a few people who couldn't make it just because summer's happening and stuff's going on, and actually we had nice weather, but it was great. We held it at the library. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m., and we usually hold them in the library. And we had one new person joining us who we hadn't really seen before, Pat Johnson. She's a quilter. She joined us for a meeting, and she seemed to leave unscathed, so hopefully we'll see her back. She was thinking about coming back to art journaling. That'll be nice. And then
You have art journaling, which you just mentioned. We're still doing that. It's it's got legs.
It's got legs. It's got tags, actually. Second Tuesday of every month, we do, second Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m., we do art journaling at the library. And that's a cool, fun thing. You can just come into that. And even if you've never art journaled before, we'll get you hooked up. We'll give you all the stuff you need, and you'll walk away with your first junk journal. Most people who try it, at first they're a little leery of it, but they love it. I mean, it's definitely.
I enjoy it. I never thought that I would.
Me neither. I didn't. I thought it was. I didn't think I would like it. Faith Du Bois is the one who brought that to our world. Mita Strict taught the first class. I panic sweated through most of it, and it was very exciting. I learned. I really got to like art journaling. I can't imagine traveling without an art journal, honestly.
Mark this down for August episode, but I think if we brought in one of Faith's journals, I think that would clear up. They're well done, obviously, but some people that might get the junk journaling or art journaling confused with scrapbooking or whatever. Or don't know, can hear us describe it. 10,000 words and still be one of those that don't understand it till they see it. I think that would be a good visual for next.
And this week or this month we're going to be talking about tags. Not everybody wants to put tags in their art journal. Some people are afraid of them.
I have no interest in tags.
That's okay, but you can look at them and share that with the group, and no one's going to judge you.
Right.
Well, we will judge you, but no, just because it's you.
Right.
Okay. But other people we won't judge.
I expect nothing less. Yeah. Alcohol Inc. event was a huge success. It sounds like Miss Lori is more than willing to come back.
Yeah, and she has a whole slew of things that she could teach, so it wouldn't be the same class over and over again, although if we wanted to, we could do that too, but we had 24 people there. Michelle Dana helped with setup and takedown. It was sponsored by Tiffany Russell of Edward Jones, and that was great. So there was no outlay on the behalf of the Arts Council. It was also not a fundraiser. This was something, there was no extra money taken out, so it all went to the instructor. Lori was very excited to make the trip from Plattsburgh and is willing to do it again. So there will be talks of another
So
alcohol
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
I've
There's
shared my alcohol ink before. I will be honest, I did not satisfied with anything that I personally did at that class that I attended. But
I was very pleased with things that I made.
I think I told you, my daughter and I just took a trip Sunday to Michael's, and I ended up walking out of there with like $50 worth of alcohol ink related stuff. So I'm definitely into it. And
it's easy. That's a nice thing about the classes. If you take a class in something like that, you don't have to make that huge investment before you try it. I know that Don LaFave was there, and he tried alcohol ink for the first time. For his one initial class investment, he learned a lot of things. He left with pieces, but he knows now that that's really not his thing. Other people were like, this is my new favorite thing, and I'm going to go out and buy everything. But
I think with Don is just like me a little bit, where they say that we're our harshest critics. His stuff looked great.
Oh, his stuff looked great. But, some people
brought some of his stuff in.
Well, yeah. So some of this, sometimes it's just like this isn't the medium that you enjoy.
Right. So. This is a tough question. I'm looking for right or wrong.
Okay.
Saturday. Wrong. Well, let's just wait. Saturday, July 27th will be one of the biggest days in Swanton's history. Right or wrong?
I know some pretty amazing stuff's gone on in Swanton, but it's going to be a biggie. It's going to be a big event this year.
There's a lot of. It's almost. It's the entire day.
It's a whole day. Yeah, if you have anything planned for Saturday, July 27th,
cancel it now.
And it's not going to be happening in Swanton, you should probably consider changing it.
You're missing out.
Yeah.
So let's car show.
Is that the car show? It's a car show, but is going on in the park. But that's the same. But the Swanton Arts Council Artisan Jewelry Show is going from 9 to 3.
Well, let's just talk one, and they're going on at the same time. Let's talk about everything that's going.
Okay.
So the car show is up to. I had it at one point. Is this their 10th annual?
This is their 10th.
10th annual. Yeah. It's a huge.
Oh yeah, the park's
one of the
full
biggest
of cars. And nice cars too, not just like my car or your car. It's like really nice, beautiful cars. It is a visual feast, and it's free. You can it's not free to have a car in it, but it's free to walk around in. It's a beautiful family event.
They have a DJ.
And so they have a DJ, but at 3, they pretty much have passed out all the trophies, and the cars start going out. So you want to get there in time to see the cars, go to the jewelry show, and then hang around afterwards, because from 4 to 6 we have
Eric George. Which I'm going to do this now. This is a big picture of Eric right here. I first heard this young man, I shared this last time, on Church Street. The biggest thing I can say is he's all over YouTube. So if you just look up Eric George, there's a little documentary that's been done on him. He's got one of his own, do you know the Tiny Desk little thing that I think started as an NPR kind of event? No. You look it up if it's not on your radar.
But I'll get to know him on the 27th, and that will be this concert series. This is 2 of 4. So this is part
Chapter
of
1 just ended on Saturday with Caleb Barrett.
Caleb Barrett, and he did a great job.
He did, and the weather held out, which that was a question.
Yeah, the weather was we didn't know. We had a backup plan. The Swanton Public Library offered to let us host it
graciously.
Yep.
And they are our official backup plan for the next 3 dates, but we don't want any rain, especially on this day, which could be the biggest day in Swanton's history.
So that's events in Swanton that are so free, unless of course you want to buy some jewelry, which I would suggest, because where are you going to get handcrafted jewelry by locals? You're not going to get that at any of the local retailers, really. You're going to get that right in Swanton at the Artisan Jewelry Show. I participated in that last year, and I was very successful. It really sparked.
One of the initial ideas, correct me if I'm wrong, I know you will.
I will if you're wrong, which you are often.
The selling the jewelry mixed with the car show, the wives or whoever could come over and
Well, that's a very sexist remark, but yes.
I said the wives or whoever, the husbands can come over, buy jewelry, and it's not like they're walking out of the place with a TV where they're going to have to.
Right, you can carry it around with you. You can wear it out. Put it in your ears. Put it on your wrist. Put it on your neck.
Buy $50 worth of stuff from Judy Paxman, and then all of that will fit in the glove compartment.
Yeah, so it'll all go in the glove compartment, which is awesome. And it's just a nice thing. You can take a break. You can go right into the United Methodist Church right there off the park and look at jewelry, take a break from the sun and the heat, and then go right back out and see the trophies.
Can we mention I'm playing there during the jewelry?
Yes, you are playing there during the jewelry show.
So you got a DJ in the park while I'm playing inside.
Yep.
When that's done, there's more live music.
Yeah.
Eric George is coming in at 4 o'clock.
Live music. We just did a quick survey of what people in Swanton are looking for, and they're looking for live entertainment. They're looking for craft classes. They're looking for art classes. They're looking for artist gatherings. They're looking for art instruction and times to get together.
Which I think is a good lead-in for this. Now, I wrote a little bit of stuff down here, but if you repeat something enough, either people start to believe it or
they tell you to shut up.
Start to repeat it, I guess. Messenger just did, thank you, Messenger, an article on this Swanton soundstage last week, and there was a big mouth quoted in there about a certain buzz regarding or surrounding the Swanton Arts Council. The big mouth would be me. But there really is something going on. I want you to feel free if I like to take you, like just make you on the edge.
Put me on the spot.
Yes, put you on the
spot.
spot. But we had an experience last Tuesday, a week ago, inside the Travel Cup, where we met local artist Claire Payne.
Yes.
And what also happened during that, while we were our nice little talk.
We met another lady who was awesome, who was an artist advocate, and she was just thrilled with what was going on in Swanton.
And Claire mentioned that she had heard appreciated what we were.
People are looking up and taking notice, which is really awesome. And it's funny because the artists that we're working with, there's a few new emerging artists, but for the most part, these people have been doing it for years. Finally, we're just saying, hey, they're like wicked cool, look at them, and people are looking and they're talking about it.
Can we talk about the artistic statement?
Our artist statement?
The artist, and Allie Bourne.
Oh, yeah,
the work that just...
Yeah.
And where to go, where to find that.
Okay, so if you go to the Swanton Arts Council webpage,
and please do,
www.swantonartscouncil.org. If you go to that, across the top border, or on your phone off the side, you can go to artist profiles, and there'll be several links, probably like 40 or 50 links of different artists, and you can find out information on them. We're posting artist profiles for free. Anyone can send us their information and have their artist profile attached to our website with links back to their website or Facebook page or whatever, their Etsy account, anything. We're happy to do that. That's why we're here. Allie Boren, who's one of our Arts Council members and project leads, she just added, I think, 30 new profiles. These have come right off the artist spotlights from previous craft shows.
You have one?
I do have one.
I don't.
Well,
I need to work on it.
You really should. But if somebody, so the way it works, there's a nice little flow of it, and we're kind of figuring this out. If you are in one of the artisan jewelry shows or the craft sale or the spectacular, we're going to highlight you as an artist and as your art business. And that highlight that you help us create and that we create for you for that one show, instead of just saying, yeah, that was awesome, we're putting it on Facebook and it's going away, now we're going to take that, obviously with your permission, and then we will put that on our website so you don't have to keep recreating it. You can always update it. But this way, it's not just like a one-shot advertisement. It's going there, and you can always use that later to reference things. You can always send people to your artist profile on our page if you need to. So it's just,
and it's free.
It's free. And Allie so Heather Buchkowski, she's great at putting those profiles together and helping people with it. And I know Janet Suave, who's leading the Artisan Jewelry Show, and there's still, I think there's 6 spaces available still if anyone is interested.
It's coming up.
I'd say it's only $15 a table. I mean, seriously, I did it last year and I made that back in the first half hour, first 15 minutes, I think. It was a really good show.
July 27th.
July 27th from 9 to 3. Set up that morning. It's coming up. Only 6 spaces left, and it's the only artisan jewelry show that I'm aware of in the area.
Nice.
So it's once a year, and it's awesome.
Now, speaking of jewelry, we have 2 ladies, very talented, in cahoots or in business
together. You know where
together.
they showed for the first time?
I'm going to guess it was at last year's
Artisan Jewelry Show, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that would be Nicole Gadwa and Anita Michelle.
Yep.
Wanted us to
and their jewelry line is the Mad Hatters, and they are going to be...
They are going to be at the J Peak August West. Well, there's something called the August West Music Festival, which Strange Folk is involved with. And then it's combined with this...
It's on August 10th.
August 10th on the green is what they're calling it. But the 2 are sort of at the same location. And they will be under the Milton Artists Guild tent that will be there. So you can find our fine ladies there.
And their work is also displayed at the Milton Artists Guild and at Maple City Candy. They have some of their and
both of them do now.
They have Mad Hatter Jewelry, and they also have Pebble. Nicole has her Lake Champlain Pebble Art there. We were talking about classes. We just had the alcohol ink class.
I wanted to give. Where are you going with this?
She's looking at doing an art class this summer, holding at least 1 or 2 with Pebble Art.
Yes.
So if you're interested in learning Pebble Art and making your own Pebble Art piece that you can hang on the wall, Nicole is going to be teaching one of those, probably at the library, maybe at the complex, depending on venues.
And I wanted to give her a shout out. I saw the art walls last night that she did that are inside the library for what will be potentially or hopefully...
Drum rolls, please.
Monthly or bi-monthly?
It's going to be, so we're setting up a gallery inside the library.
Which is exciting.
It's very exciting. We're having a gallery.
Just the art walls look good. There's no art on them yet.
Yeah, we're having an art gallery inside the library. So this will be open. Well, hopefully it'll continue on. We're still in the planning stages and everything, but we believe it's going to start in August. The first
Mike Barkume
will have the first display, and by then we'll have all the paperwork out. So anybody who's interested in showcasing their art, it will be every 2 months. We will change the artwork afterwards. The Arts Council is funding the artist to help defray the costs of putting their art up, because there's people don't get that. They're like, I don't understand why they're charging so much. Well, it costs to frame, it costs to print, it costs to, the materials are ridiculously expensive. There's your time investment.
Making the art is time, and time is money, right?
So we will be funding that with the goal of highlighting 6 artists annually, to have art in the library ongoing forever and ever.
And more obviously to come.
Yes, more to come.
We'll have like a schedule.
Which ties in very well with the fact that we just put a donate button up on our website. So anybody
explain to the folks how they can kindly donate us money.
You can just leave money anywhere and give it to us and we'll take it. But if it's easier for you to go to our website and click the donate button, it takes you to a PayPal thing and you can give us money and we'll take it. And you can choose to give us money for scholarships or public art or something else. You can send us an email saying, I'm giving you money, could you please use it for something specific? We will do it.
Yeah.
We will take your money and we will use it to make art.
This is from the inside the box. So we got a new box. We can't use the scissors. The dulcimer makes people's ears.
I heard things keep showing up in that box too.
Yeah, and this is not. Sometimes I know what's inside the box, and sometimes it seems like there's an invasion of privacy thing going on. Yeah. But this says random little girl. Why do the swans, Poncho and Lefty, in the park hiss? Did you not?
I know they do the hiss. Well, swans are not.
Are they friendly?
Swans are not gentle creatures.
I don't know too much about that.
They will hiss. They will hiss.
Okay.
Yes.
They're There's nothing wrong. They're not sick.
No, but one of
angry?
the swans does have a deformed foot. It's a birth defect.
Okay.
So we've had some people come to us before and say, "Oh my gosh, one of the swans is hurt. You have to check it out."
It was born that way.
It was born that way. Yes. Yeah. It's a little birth injury. But yeah, the swans, they're like anything. Cats hiss, dogs growl. They're just
that happened.
They're not
during
always
the
happy.
Caleb's performance on Saturday. I was made aware that the swans were not the most friendly.
Well, they're at that moment. Sometimes they're very peacefully, placidly floating along, but every now and then they
And
get
is
irritated.
the one with the bad foot, is that Poncho or Lefty?
Well, their names are Sam and Betty, so I don't know why.
Their names are Sam and Betty.
Yeah, I don't know where you got
Why
Poncho
would I
Lefty.
have a Poncho and Lefty sticker on my guitar if that's not their names?
I don't know.
Huh. You're more than welcome to do a live remote from the cup. And
Oh, yes.
that's from Kim Bayer
Yes.
Kelly. And this
right.
travel cup, thank you for once again being our fake sponsor.
Yes, and they gave me a cup of
Yeah.
tea, which I promptly spilled all over the floor, and then Kelly
Yes.
cleaned it up because
I have a confession to make.
Okay.
It's not going to sound very nice.
So shocker.
A fan of ours, we'll just call her KJ, and I were talking from the last episode till now. We had a little conversation where I wish that you had been in jail.
You did. I missed that. I don't listen to you often.
I'm not going to get too inside baseball, but at the end of the filming of last month's program, we thought that there might be a little censor problem, which turned out to be kind of fake
There's
news.
like words you can't say on TV, just so
And
you know.
you never
and I
did say those words, but it
No.
got me thinking, like, how cool for, maybe not for you, but for ratings, if you had gotten in trouble with like the FCC and gone to jail, and we had done this program live remote from the prison.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
That would be must watch.
Yeah, because I've heard that the full cavity search really isn't as uncomfortable as most people think it is.
I don't know why we had to go there, but
well, why would I have to go to
what
jail?
are your thoughts about possibly doing this? Obviously, we
live
have
remote
to
at the prison.
No,
I'll pass.
at
Thank
the
you.
traveled cup. I think we could pull it off, and maybe if
No. We can talk about that.
yeah, we'd have to actually talk with Northwest.
I thought,
too.
but let's actually talk about what happened at the meeting because that is
Oh,
actually
from
what
last
we're
night.
supposed to be
Yes.
talking
What
about for Irish Council
I thought
meeting.
we had covered pretty. What do you have left
we
on
talk
your
about? Well, we haven't talked
list?
about. Well, okay, so we are having strategic planning ongoing. Year of the salmon. Year of the salmon. Year of the salmon.
The kids are coming up to me and they're saying, "Hey, Big Mouth, you're talking about this Year of the Salmon thing a lot. When is this coming out?"
Saturday,
and I say, "Well, it hasn't even been filmed
we're
yet,
working
but
on the
give us
filming.
time."
Saturday, July 6th, we're doing filming, and and if you're interested in being on film, we are looking for extras for Saturday, July 6th, and Sunday, July 14th. We need people of all ages. On Sunday, the 14th, we are looking for younger people to take part in a specific scene. Anybody who's interested should contact us at swantonartscouncil@gmail.com. You can click on the website. There's a contact button.
Don't need any experience or having to take an
we'll tell you what to do.
acting class
Nope,
if you've
nope.
seen any of our productions.
This is going to be epic, though. We also have the Edwin M. Church Award for local writers, and that is due August 4th. So if
This
you
is
are
our
a
last
writer,
chance to kind of give a shout out.
because it's coming up. Because
Well, by the time you and I do this in August, it'll be too late.
to
know about.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is it right now.
Yeah, so
Pay attention.
1,000 to 3,000 words, original short story. It's a $500 cash prize. If you work, gather, play, or something else in Swanton, I don't remember. Work,
Pass
gather,
through.
play. Yeah, if you are a member of the greater Swanton community and you have some connection with Swanton, you're eligible to enter this. There's no cost to enter. You could win $500. $500. You just have to have a passing mention to a train or a railroad to any extent, really. So that's exciting.
There was some, I wrote it down at the end, but I honestly don't know what it pertained to, but someone said to mention call to artists. For what was that for?
Good question. Good question. That's a good
put
question.
You on the spot?
You did. I don't know that we are there for it. I don't think it's anything
I thought there
we're
was
doing
something that was coming up that we were looking
that
for.
we're not. It hasn't been finalized yet.
Okay.
But we do have a writers group coming up soon. The next writers group meeting is Thursday, July 25th. That's at 6 p.m. at the Swanton Public Library.
I love that group.
It's
Becky does a great job, and there's always interesting people with interesting stories to tell there. And last starts at 6.
On the upcoming things we're working about right now is potentially down the road, we're looking at having a Pebble Art class. So if anybody's interested in wanting to be updated as soon as that's live to
Miss
go.
Nicole, that's one of her many specialties.
Yeah. And also we're looking at a watercolor skills class in the fall or winter with Mike Barcume, and those are great. They sell out quickly. He does a great job. He does an exceptional job. There's also some talk about Halloween in the park. And getting ready for that. Halloween in the Park is a Saturday before Halloween. Be right in time for the post-Swanee we've submitted celebration, but we haven't actually seen it yet.
We haven't gone to the movies.
We haven't gone to the movies.
Get your tickets when you can. They're probably not on sale, but as soon as they do go on sale, get them quick.
Yeah, and Swanee 4 is the Northwest Nightmares Film Festival that the Arts Council participates in.
Zach Scheffler's little baby.
That, yeah. Swanee 4, What the Flock. It's a musical. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Scott's going to be in it, but we can always edit around him if he does a bad job. We're also looking at maybe a potential artist gathering at Hudax. That might have been what
that sounded exciting.
Darcy Benoit
because they have a wood fire pizza. Is that what it was?
Yes.
Making.
Yeah, and have we talked about the spectacular?
No, we haven't.
Okay,
not this time.
Swanton Art Spectacular. That is Saturday, September 7th, and there's already 35 vendors, artisans who are scheduled to be at that. The goal's 50. That's pretty much an all-day art event. There'll be music.
We've got 8 different artists right now, and that might go up to 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Last minute.
Right. Well, musicians, live music.
Musicians,
so if you
10 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. Yeah. That's a long day of live music.
Yeah, that is. But
we're going to pull it off.
And what else is that? It's free live music. So if you like live music and live entertainment, you are never going to get a better deal than the Swanton Art Spectacular.
I think by our August edition of this, it'll be a full-fledged. We've talked about possibly asking Northwest, and thank you again for having this show, about doing just a special half-hour edition just based on the spectacular.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. That would be cool.
But I think by August we'll be in full-fledged sort of promo, nonstop mode. Yeah, it'll be nothing but spectacular talk.
Yeah. The other things that are coming up too, Mike Barcume's Swan in Flight Swan planter, that should be making an appearance in Swanton very soon, possibly by the time we're done filming this today. That's going out. You'll be seeing that around. So watch us on Facebook. We'll post that. And there's also some talk about art at Marble Mill. Heather Buchkowski seems really motivated to make
There's meetings going on throughout the town on how to clean that place up and make it what are we going to do down there?
Right.
Because it's sort of it's used, but it needs a little
so there's
clean me up.
Yeah, and there's
TLC.
Right, and I think I don't think it was Rise Vermont. It was somebody got a grant, Outdoor Recreation got a grant, and they're looking at the use of that and overall planning for it. It should mention, though, Rise Vermont is the sponsor of the Swanton
July
Summer,
27th,
the Swanton
one of the
Soundstage.
biggest days in Swanton's history.
Yeah, but that was made possible by a Rise Vermont Amplified grant. So we should definitely say that.
Patrick J. Noel writes, are you getting professional counseling for your obvious obsession with Katie Foster? Again, none of these, I don't know if that's addressed to you or me.
Well, Katie's having a birthday. So I don't know if you guys know that.
July 4th.
Yeah, she's turning 30.
And Nicole is Gadwa is also turning 30 on.
I think she's having one of the many anniversaries of her 30th birthday. Yeah.
This is, I don't know who this came from. Are people who use gel pens worshippers of the Norse god Ingolsbortners Dordsengard, and that's from Stan from Berkshire.
We can't.
Thank you, Stan,
we don't
for
usually
watching.
mention that name out loud. I think there's a ritual you have to go through, a cleansing ritual. I am a gel pen
Did I just
enthusiast.
get set up for something? I'm not cursed
yes,
now, am I?
I don't know.
Thank you for watching the July 2019 edition of the Swanton Arts Update, and we will see you in August. Thanks for watching.